What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for November 11th through November 17th, 2021. The current prize ride for this week is the Karen Sultan Classic RS. Now, this car is primarily based on the Subaru Impreza 22B STI and is one of the fastest cars for racing and tuner races. Now, there is only one car from the Tuners DLC that Rockstar has not put on the prize ride yet, and that is the Comet S2. So that should happen next week, hopefully. I guess we'll see. But anyways, to get the Sultan RS Classic for free this week, you have to place top 5 in 12 Street Race Series races. Now, it does seem like a lot of races, but there is no day in a row requirement for this one, so you could get it done with a friend in less than a couple hours. Now, this car has a normal price of about $1.8 million and a trade price of about $1.3 million, so it's definitely one that you want to try to get this week. Now, in terms of test drive vehicles for this week, we have the Remus, Warner HKR, and the RT3000. Now, in terms of the casino podium vehicle, we have the Pfister Neon. Now, this vehicle is primarily based on the Porsche Mission E concept and later entered production as the Porsche Taycan. But I always find it funny how Rockstar put this car in GTA when it was in its concept car phase in real life, and then it actually entered production about a year after Rockstar put it in GTA, which is kind of funny. But anyways, this car normally costs $1.5 million. In terms of performance, this car is in the sports class and is one of the quickest accelerating cars in that class, and depending on the track, it is decently competitive. So, is the Neon worth attempting to win by spinning the lucky wheel over and over this week? Well, if you don't own one already, I definitely try to win it this week from that wheel. Considering its normal price of about $1.5 million, it's definitely one worth spinning for. So, starting off with the property discounts, we have 40% off the facilities and the upgrades and renovations for them as well. So, definitely the best time to buy a facility if you don't own one already, or maybe to move to a new location. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 35% off the Pariah, which is one of the fastest vehicles in the game and one of the fastest for sports car races as well. At this price, this is an absolute steal for this car. If you don't own the Pariah, make sure to pick it up this week. Next up, we have 35% off the Raiden. Now, the Raiden is a bit slower than the Neon in terms of speed, and in terms of handling as well, it's not the best, but it's still a pretty quirky car. However, even at this price, I feel it's a bit too expensive for what it is. Moving along, we have 35% off the T20, one of the old supercar kings from 2015. If you've always wanted one, now would definitely be the time to buy it. It's not the quickest car anymore, but it's still a very nostalgic one and still fun to drive around as well. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 35% off the Thruster, one of the best vehicles to troll the oppressive Mark IIs with their missiles that can't kill you if you fly in a straight line. A pretty good deal if you can get one at its trade price. However, keep in mind that you need to own a facility in order to purchase it. Next up, we have 40% off the Volatile, one of the largest purchasable jets in the game, although the Alkonost is a bit bigger. Other than being extremely large planes to fly around for fun, there's really no reason in owning these. Moving along, we have 35% off the Barrage, one of the most useless vehicles in the game, at least in my opinion. It's cool looking and has decent weapons, but it's literally allergic to bumps when off-roading. It just doesn't like off-roading, just absolutely awful in that sense. Plus it's wide open so you can easily get shot. You're honestly better off with the Sergeant Pickup Custom or something similar. Next up, we have 35% off the Chernobog. Now, this one does have some uses if you know how to use it properly, but for the most part, it's a giant target and someone can easily kill you if you don't know what you're doing. Plus, keep in mind that you need to own a facility in order to buy it anyways. And that's it for vehicle discounts. They're all vehicles from the Doomsday Heist update, which is very interesting, but this will all make sense once we get to the double money stuff. Now, in terms of login items, you can get this Wasted t-shirt for free just for logging in this week, which is probably one of the coolest shirts we've gotten in a while. Also, for logging in this week, you can get this Banshee Racing livery unlocked for free for the regular Banshee, which is pretty sick. Now, in terms of bonuses for this week, there is a 50% boost on bunker research, which is quite random, but I guess if you haven't unlocked all those locked items yet from the gun running update, this would be a great time to do it this week. In terms of triple money, we have triple money NRP on Deluxo Stun races, which is interesting, but still kind of random. In terms of double money, we have double money NRP on special vehicle work missions, and those missions will unlock you the trade prices for the vehicles shown if you haven't done them already. And lastly, we have double money NRP on the Doomsday Scenario Act 3 heist, and I do want to specify that it is only the Act 3 heist, unfortunately. Now, the Act 3 heist pays out about 1.5 million and requires at least 2 players to complete it. So with double money, it would be a $3 million payout and then split between you and your teammate, however you decide that. But honestly, even with double money, the amount of time it takes to complete that heist is still not as good as doing Guile Perico solo, but it's still a great opportunity to do that heist if you haven't done so already. Moving on to the Prime Gaming discounts for Prime Game members only, I will leave instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Prime Game member if you aren't one already. So we have the same ones as the last 3 event weeks, which is 70% off the Z-Type, 100% off the LCC Sanctus, making it absolutely free, and 70% off the Bezra Jet. Also remember that just for logging in this week as a Prime Game member, you'll get a free 100,000 as usual. Again guys, if you don't see a discount on the vehicles I mentioned, it's because you don't have your Prime Gaming account linked to your social club. Again, all the information how to do that is down below in the pinned comment. And lastly, we have of course the RC Bandito Time Trial Power Station. This week's normal time trial is Galileo Park. I highly recommend either the Hakachu Drag, Shotaro, Emerus, Krieger, or an open wheel car for that time trial. And this week's premium race is the Supercar Race Cutting Coordinators. I highly recommend either the Emerus, Krieger, Wagner, or an S80RR for that race. Every Friday I post a guide on how to easily beat the time trials and premium race, so stay tuned for that if you're new. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think of these themed heist event weeks that Rockstar's been doing. I personally think they're pretty cool, something different, and it's kind of cool how they theme the vehicle discounts around it as well. Now the rest of the heist month should be pretty awesome. Next week it should be the casino heist, so I guess we'll see what they do. Now last time when they had a bonus on Casino Heist, it was a 25% increase in artwork, gold, and cash. So we're not sure what they're going to do next week. Maybe bring back diamonds or maybe do double money, but I highly doubt it because I think Rockstar knows it's probably too much money, even though Guile Perico pays out a ton. But some interesting Rockstar logics there. I'm really excited to see what they do next week. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.